added that. And now, instead of 12 volts, or lower than 12 volts, it's charging at like 13.7 volts, YouTube. Let me show y'all, man. Let me crank the car up real quick. $13.2. YouTube. It's your boy Tone coming back at y'all, man, one more again. We out here in the garage, y'all already know it. Coming back at y'all with another great hit, YouTube. Y'all know what time it is. We out here in the garage, getting ready to mess around with the 72 Convertible Impala. Let me show it to y'all real quick. There it is. There it is right there. So, got the breather installed on it. Y'all see that? Looking pretty good, man. Looking nice and spiffy. I like the way that breather looks on there, man. It fits in there. Looks like it's barely gonna clear the hood, so that's a good thing. Got it all nice and tight. Hooked up, YouTube. So what we're gonna be doing today, as y'all know, we got the engine running pretty good, got it tuned pretty good, responding good. It's performing very good. A1, y'all. We fixed a couple fuel injectors that wasn't firing. So we got that problem taken care of, and we had discovered another problem, a charging issue, to where you let the car run. I let it run for an hour, and pretty much the battery just died. So that means that the alternator is not charging properly, or we have a grounding issue. And picked up a couple of parts from the auto parts store. It's gonna pretty much be a process of elimination. I think I figured out what the problem is with the charging system, why the battery keeps dying. I talked to my dad, and my dad told me he had the same problem with a Volkswagen back in the day, and he added some additional grounds, to ground the engine to the chassis and the frame and stuff, and it fixed his problem. And I also talked with Mr. David at the auto parts store. Y'all know Mr. David from O'Reilly's, man, my LS swap secret. So yeah, he's helped me out a whole lot. Shout out to Mr. David. But he told me to just double check what everything is charging, and told me some test points. So we're gonna crank the engine. We're gonna test the ground right here and see what the voltage is at. And we'll go from there. But I think I know what the problem is. Pretty much, these brackets that this alternator mount to is powder coated. The alternator itself is powder coated as well. And so I know that we probably have a bad ground, a super bad ground. And what I did know is that you're supposed to run a ground strap from here to the engine block. And so that's what we're getting ready to do first. We're gonna do that first. Only because this stuff is powder coated, and on the instruction manual, they recommend you running a ground strap, a ground cable to this thing right here. So that's what we're gonna do. I think that's gonna fix our problem. But what we're gonna also do is we're gonna add 3 additional ground straps to the grounding system. Ordered this little kit right here, man. This came from from Amazon. So it comes with 3 different ground straps. So I think we're gonna use one of these ground straps here. Probably grounded on the valley cover, or we could even ground it on, we could ground it anywhere, man, but I'm just gonna try to route it away from this, the positive terminal. Yeah, that way it don't touch or have the possibility of touching. So we'll make it look neat. Make sure it's grounded good. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna add one of these ground straps right here. We're gonna add it right here, and we'll mount it to the firewall somewhere. We'll bolt it on the firewall. You know, just to make good connections, man. You know, you want everything to charge right. You want everything to work properly. So I think we'll definitely do that. That's good for the engine and operational of the engine and the charging and electrical system. So we'll add one here. We'll add one here. And then I think that we'll go from the probably the chassis. Woo. Hope they ain't put on fuses. We'll probably go from the chassis to the block, which is right here. So we'll get those grounds added, and then we'll be back, YouTube. We also got a new ground wire. So I think I'll also go ahead and throw this in there too. So we'll be back in a minute. Later. YouTube. First thing first, man. We'll get this ground strap added. Screw that. Put that on there. Put the lock washer back on there, YouTube. Put that 13mm nut back on there. Just gonna kind of bend that over that way a little bit. Let's see if this is long enough. I think I'm gonna put it to the valley cover. Yeah, that's perfect. So let me get a socket. Take that valley cover out. You get a socket and a wrench. Be right back. Get that valley cover pulled off. Got this impact socket. Not impact, but a air wrench here. You get something else to put on. So right here. This on. Now I can put the impact on it. Broken it loose. Now I can put this on now. So now, what I'll do is I'll put the specified torque on it, YouTube. Look that up. YouTube, man. I got the charging issue fixed, YouTube. I didn't have to add a whole bunch of extra ground straps. I just added this one ground strap here to the alternator. I added that, and now instead of 12 volts or lower than 12 volts, it's charging at like 13.7 volts, YouTube. Let me show y'all, man. Let me crank the car up real quick. Probably even a little more. So it charges between 13.2 and 13.5 volts. So that's good thing, YouTube. That's a great thing, YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. So I call that a win, YouTube. I got my neighbor over here with me. Say what's up, man.
Hey, what it do?
Hey, that's it.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's it, YouTube. So we're gonna pull this thing out the garage, and we're gonna see where we go with it, YouTube. So we'll be back in a minute. A win-win, YouTube. Persistence pays off. Never giving up. Perseverance, YouTube. Now I know that much more. Now I'm stronger in the troubleshooting area when it comes to vehicle charging, man. And so let me just share something with y'all, man. Anybody that's got a powder-coated alternator, anybody that has the serpentine setup that is powder-coated, know that you will have to run additional ground wire to your alternator in order for it to charge right, because the ground is very weak. So, I battled with that for a couple weeks. The charging issue, having to recharge the battery, having to keep recharging the battery. I ain't got to do that no more. All because, the alternator was not properly grounded, which is what my dad originally told me. Shout out to you, Daddy. I appreciate it, man. Hey, listen to your parents. Appreciate it, Daddy. Appreciate it, too, Mr. David. Mr. David from the auto parts store, man. My LS swap secret. Nobody don't know about, but it's out there now. Mr. David has helped me out a whole lot. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. David. But anyway, YouTube, I think that's gonna be it for today. All right. So we'll be back with y'all in a minute. Later.